Hello everybody, it's me, Ryan Iconic Shadows here. It's been a while since I've done a video quite like this, or much like this. I won't be playing every match in this series, and I may not commentate over every match. However, I will be playing every match in this tournament in particular, which features DIJAK. Now this series is going to be in which I play DIJAK, the wrestler that's currently in NXT, WWE, and trying to decimate every wrestler, especially every wrestler that's been in NXT. And then eventually, I'm going to try and win every title, especially that's been NXT, especially that's currently NXT, that DIJAK can actually earn. I've even got an updated render/model for him downloaded. And yeah, I will commentate with bits and bobs here and there. I hope the quality's okay. I'm just testing a few things here and there. But yeah, I hope you do enjoy. Be sure to give me some feedback where possible. And yeah, stay tuned for some more. Peace out. I hope you enjoy. But yeah, this first one is going to be about 50 minutes long. This is the quarterfinals in the tournament that I'm doing. It's the King of the Ring that DIJAK's attempting to win. Yep, see what you think.
At 249 pounds, Joe Gacy.
A man already well known for his mind games. You cannot discount the power and speed of Gacy either.
You know, I've heard Gacy preach backstage, and I gotta say, he seems pretty insufferable.
Well, Byron, what you call insufferable, many of his followers call scripture.
And Gacy is all about accumulating followers, accumulating power.
Here we go, guys. This is DIJAK versus Joe Gacy in the first round of the King of the Ring. And let's hope that DIJAK can win here. I'm hoping that I do quite well in this match and trying to showcase some of the moves that I managed to download and update. Hopefully the audio comes through okay. And yeah, the main bits, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I will be commentating on will be interesting parts / bits that I'm actually playing. And yeah, I'm trying to test out a new little series, especially for WWE, to get me to play more of the game, get more out of the game. And yeah, I'm trying to play wrestlers I wouldn't usually play, / wrestlers I actually enjoy watching on the actual product. And I figured DIJAK's the best place to start. This bit I enjoyed. I didn't expect it to interact like that. I'm glad that I caught it while I was just recording right now. I threw a chair at him as he jumped at me, and not only did he knock me down, I knocked him down the process, which I thought was absolutely sick. Like, I don't think many times you could manage to do that and it actually connect like that. But yeah, I think maybe either during these clips that I'm going to be posting for the DIJAK series, Project DIJAK, you will see some interesting moments where my moves connect and where my moves don't connect. I mean, honestly, some very, very strange things occur. Like, some interesting things, some impactful things where moves connect onto weapons. Interesting moments where wrestlers reverse. Like this moment here, it's a nice little animation. At least in the older games, you could imagine where DIJAK would have hit somebody onto the chair and they would have reacted a bit more. So it would be a bit nice in the future games if they bring some more of that back. Now, I don't think you really see in the tournament, it's not really much of a spoiler, but don't actually get to use any of the updated real referees. because I just kind of went with whatever the game gave me, and I was choosing the arenas. I didn't really change many of the rules. Might have picked a match type and occasionally randomed the match in this, but I didn't change the match rules. I just wanted to keep it as it was for these particular matches. But yeah, I'm going to hope that this translates through quite well. But what I'm trying to get to is, I always find ways to enjoy the wrestling games, but a lot of times, whether it's CPU matches, now that we've got gem mode, I'm enjoying, I'll be honest, I don't know if anyone else, but I enjoy gem mode more than universe mode. I don't know if you can do this on Xbox or PC, but on PlayStation, I'm guessing more people than me would have found this out by now, but if you ever wanted to play gem mode multiplayer, technically, you can. PlayStation has a fun little feature called Share Play, and on Share Play, you can play with somebody else and pass the controller virtually onto them, and they can play on their brands. Now, I've only ever done it with 2 people, where you're playing a co-op sort of gym mode that way. However, maybe you could do a 4-person gym mode and it could work as well. But you could also download wrestlers, update wrestlers. I've seen one playstyle where sometimes, especially now how they've changed the Ferrari gym mode, excuse me, you can just set everybody to the same class, for example, a specialist, and you could just make it as fluent as possible and have things try to link up that way. As you can see, me playing as DIJAK, I managed to win. I haven't in one of these clips I'm going to be posting in the DIJAK series so far, but I will show you in maybe a little video or a little short where I'll show you what my settings are. If anybody's interested in using them, you can feel free to. I will post them. Most of the time I always play on Legend or Hard. Most of the Legends with these sliders. The sliders, just going to try and as happily and positively say this, is one of the best things they've added into this game, because you can play on easy difficulty with sliders that are more difficult, and vice versa. I mean, yes, you could argue it does make getting trophies in some respect a lot easier, especially with some trophies where there's some workarounds, which is absolutely crazy, but we take what we can. One of the other good things they added into this game, and I'm kind of happy that they did this, and it's ironic that some of this commentary I'm going to be doing is turned into a review for the game inadvertently, because I'm going to do one separately. Still might do, to be fair. Watch this space. Now, this is the only match in this tournament, which is a standard match. The rest of them I've made stipulations, because I thought that might make it interesting. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, they have AI attributes in this game, and you can individually select them for each wrestler. Now, I haven't done that yet, but I can see that being very interesting to experiment with. So I'm going to have a little play around with it, see how it works. Now here we go with another interesting fact that you probably, I sort of mentioned earlier. You can throw weapons. Now, you probably could do that in some of the older wrestling games, but I just don't remember, because I've played tons of them at this point. But throwing weapons, I mean, as far as I can recall, the creators, when they were first testing out the game, a lot of them, that's all they were doing for the longest time. They were just throwing weapons, just constantly, just because they could. Now, some of them, it's some of the wrestlers, when they're throwing weapons, depending on the weapon, the way it collides with the other wrestler is absolutely hilarious. So say for example, when you're throwing the ring steps, the way the other wrestler that's taken the attack will sell it is tremendous. They almost just collapse to the floor from the impact, which you would expect.
Like something straight out of a comic book.
So right now we've got Axiom versus Joe Coffey. Joe Coffey being the leader of Gallus. And also in the tournament we've got his brother. Potentially thinking of partnering DIJAK with a partner. and doing another tournament, the Dusty Rhodes Classic, I believe it's still called in the game,
154 pounds,
which could be interesting.
A calculated competitor.
But I'm going to be posting this video,
Perfect angle to strike.
and then a video between, like in between the tournament,
Axiom is legit.
and
I am actually
then maybe another
really
video between
excited
then
to
the
see what
next
Axiom
round of the
has in store for
tournament,
us in this one.
and then I'll just
Hopefully we see some
let
more
the
superhuman feats from him tonight.
final happen. But yeah, a few little plans here and there. You know, I'm definitely going to do a match for like a gauntlet match. That gauntlet match may also be the same, in which that I have only wrestlers that have been in or still in NXT, and they don't necessarily all have to be in the base game. Like you've seen
And of all the possible matchups
in the
this
tournament bracket,
I'd say
Lexus
we've
King
got one of the
unfortunately
best
isn't in the
front of
game.
us right now.
Look, I'll admit that
And
my
neither is
fingers crossed it
Overfemi, I
work
believe
out
it's
this way.
pronounced. I do
This one
apologise if
has
that's
real
pronounced.
show-stealing potential.
But I do believe there's so many amazing creators that might be another thing I'll do at some point. I'll show you some of the amazing creators that are out there that do the smallest things you wouldn't think of at first. They do movesets, they do crowd signs, they do images, they do renders for like the menu screen and stuff for the wrestler. Now, they even say in the description, because sometimes, as far as I'm aware anyway, super finishers don't always save when they upload the finisher. So they tell you in the description before you download the moveset what the super finisher will be. Very useful, because if you don't know, you know, you're not going to think, oh, what's the move that I need to select?
Corey, we know that Axiom has
So how would you be able to do that? Well, like I say, thankfully, they will often tell you what it is, and when they do, comes in clutch, not gonna lie. One time when I saw that Gunther had a certain injury, it's been to the old days, super finisher that wasn't saved, I might have figured it out anyway, but thankfully, it was saved there, and I was like, yes, stick it in, we're putting that as the super finisher. But yeah, safe to say I'm loving this game. I was very shocked with some of the DLC. Putting it out there, I don't much care for the Pat McAfee pack, I don't think many people will. But I think if it's true, I heard that if he wasn't in the pack with other people related to him, he wasn't going to be in the game. Now, I can't see why they couldn't have just put him in a pack. For some other games, they've just done a DLC and just thrown people into a pack. Like, they've not always had to be people related in the pack. Like, for example, the ECW pack they're bringing out, they're all people that have been on ECW, yeah? But this Pat McAfee pack could just been people that have been in something else, and they could just throw Pat McAfee in there. Now, I have seen some creators / people online say it's a waste of a spot, or other people on the other side have said, oh, you know, it's useful, you could just use them as jobs in your universe mode. Which I'm on the fence on the situation. I don't really mind too much, but yeah, it is a bit annoying. On the other side though, if they include movesets of moves that don't have cool new animations, but they do have those animations, you could then use them for your creative wrestlers or for wrestlers in the game to update their movesets. Which is great. You know, we want more content. We want content that's going to make the game last even longer. Speaking of longer, if you haven't already, consider getting the game with its full edition. Because if you do, you get this year's 2024, this year's WrestleMania 40 arena in the game. You don't have to hope that a creator makes it as close as possible, or you don't have to hope that you can create it as close as possible. Yep, that's right, they're going through the effort of making the arena. Now, I could be wrong, but I think it's the first time someone's ever, like 2K or, excuse me, I'm getting a bit excited here, or any, like, company that's making the WWE game at the time has made the WrestleMania arena of that year, and it's in the game. It's not always the case, especially when it's like this. Like, quote me if I'm wrong, which, you know, there's every chance it will be. But I think that's a nice touch. Now, a lot of people are going to be excited about this, but in the first pack, which you may already know, CM Punk is actually in the ECW pack. Now, people might not even buy the whole DLC, but they'll probably just buy it just for CM Punk. I mean, I might have done. I mean, I've got a decent CM Punk already downloaded, but it's nice to have the real thing and his real music. And yeah, I'm going to touch on that now, though. I'm surprised CM Punk came back, but a lot of, wrestlers are saying that they're not. That, they're saying the same thing about Cody Rhodes. They're not surprised that he came back to WWE. I suppose he was doing all he could, and he wanted to be more involved in the wrestling than he was, and, he just wasn't getting his own way. Now, I'm going to let some more of the tournament play out, and then I'll be back again, because this is long as you can imagine, like I say.
Here we go, guys.
And like I said earlier on, 52 minutes for the quarterfinals. So you could imagine if I did all this in one video, this would be a very long video. So for now, I'm going to try and work my way up. Like, I'm not going to voice over the whole thing, because it has been a while since I've done this sort of thing. But, like I've said / posted, like I did a little short video that you might have seen before this. It's a hobby at the end of the day, and I love doing it. I love playing the matches. I love even watching the computer matches, as you'll see and / seeing. Especially with, like I say, with these new sliders and difficulty stuff. It's just a lot better experience. I haven't played much of the online matches. I played like one, and that was on my faction. If it wasn't for a good friend of mine, Tyru, I wouldn't have been playing my faction anywhere near as much, because he showed me a bit more how it works, and they've changed stuff around on it. They're giving you persona cards, which then those cards you can have as actual wrestlers in your game, which people were hoping for like the longest time. But yes, I'll leave you to watch some more of this, and I'll be back shortly to do a bit more voiceover. But yeah, tell me what you're thinking so far. What could I improve on? But yeah, see what you think of this steel cage match. Some of it may surprise you. See you in a little bit.
One of the final holders of the NXT UK tag titles.
This first round tournament match will help determine the landscape of the rounds to come.
And no one wants to get knocked out this early in the tournament, so while this isn't the finals, I'm still expecting a big match feel.
You're right, Saxton. These superstars have every intention of winning this whole thing, so they'll be fighting hard for the right to move on.
Dropping the bow. And a clothesline.
Wrist clutch applied.
How humiliating, just kicks to the face. And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind.
Ooh, face first. Power slam.
And Josh is being taken apart here.
If Briggs can just weather this storm, he'll be fine.
Just a perfect mix of pure power and bad intentions.
Great job anticipating Briggs.
Stalking a downed opponent. And a forearm right to the face. And another.
That was a vicious. He goes for the cover. And he kicks out.
Just not enough damage done yet, Cole.
He wants even more out of his opponent.
The steel cage contains all the disdain superstars have for one another. Corey, what does the superstar have to do to come out on top?
You need to be keenly aware of the situation at all times. There are a number of ways to win this match, and you have to know which to attempt and when. Truer words have never been spoken. If your opponent is prone on the ground, you have to assess the situation. They might have the power to kick out, but not quite enough energy to stop you from an escape. If they're far from the door, walking out might be a better option than the climb.
Certainly plenty of variables on the table in this match tonight.
Knee right to the gut.
He's starting to struggle here.
In a tournament situation, the physical pain just keeps piling up. Perfect time to attack when his guard is down.
Getting carried, unsure what they're thinking. Ooh, right to the throat.
Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
Oh my, what a splash. The sheer force of that landing was probably enough to fracture a few bones.
Nice hip toss.
I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like that.
And this is just next level brutality. I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage.
Look at this. Elbows right to the knee. Round and round.
Ruthless.
He is revving up the engine. He's not going to let anything stop him.
Great counter.
Look at this, going right after the left arm.
Gotta hurt. Pulverizing the arm is a great way to create an advantage. Basically forcing your opponent to fight one-handed. He's been placed in the corner now. Crushed in the corner.
That was more splatter than splash.
He's making his way up the side of the cage.
Oh, man, he is fired up now.
Oh, stomping away.
But he can do it here. And easily kicks out of the count.
He is going to take this match as long and as far as he needs to.
Oh, this isn't pretty.
Caught between the ropes in a hard place.
Is it enough here? Gets the shoulder up after one.
Getting that shoulder up seemed to be pretty easy. Devastating elbow.
An array of moves from Briggs gains him the advantage.
Briggs is showing no mercy out here.
Oh my, what a splash.
It's like an SUV falling on you.
Here he goes, working his way up the side of the cage. Stomping away, and then the knee right into the throat.
Just ruthless.
I see how it is. Going to take any shortcut to bypass a clean competition.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a shortcut, Saxton.
Knee right to the gut.
Uh-oh, look at these repeated strikes. Here we go for the kill shot. What's next could stop Briggs once and for all.
Oh, this could be something.
Some kind of neck breaker. Very effective.
Cover.
Can that finish Briggs?
And he did it. Big win inside the cage.
Here is your winner, Lex King.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Or at least what's left of one.
Celebrating now, visiting the medical facility tomorrow.
As big and tough as he is, Josh Briggs just couldn't put this one away.
Now, I was never one for fans of like steel cage Hell in a Cell matches myself. Like, I wasn't always much of a fan, but like, I was quite shocked at how much better over time they've gotten, and I was so hyped with 2K23 was developing stuff, and when they first implemented the War Games match. But I don't know if this will happen anytime soon. in terms of the War Games match. But it would be nice if they had 5v5, like what they actually sometimes do on the actual program on the pay-per-views. Or I know this might not be something to do anytime soon, but imagine a 5v5 War Games match that's also elimination. Now, me myself, I think that would be freaking awesome. Like, ridiculously good content right there. And I don't know how easy that is to program, like, at all. But I think they should potentially consider it. Yeah, this is just like me spitballing here. This might be a little bit till the match progresses. But yeah, I'm so excited for how the game is evolving and progressing. Like, the My Rises is one of the things that I always look forward to. And yeah, I just really hope that since they changed around some stuff and they changed around when they bring the game out, that doesn't affect things too much. But I'm just so happy that certain things like Create Arena, Create a Title, and stuff is still in there. But I know people are really hoping they bring Create a Finisher. Now, I don't know if they'll even do that. They used to have it. I know over time they're improving other things, that they've put create a sign in now, effectively. Like, that's what it is. Briefcase, create a show, that's there. It's absolutely insane how much stuff they're implementing. I know on PC they can, as far as I'm aware, they can still mod and stuff like that, which is absolutely insane, the amount of detail that some people put into their creations. I'm just flabbergasted. And that's not a word I use too sparingly, like too often. Pardon me. But yes, I will catch you in a little bit again. See what you think of this TLC match. I will do some more videos where I do more longer commentary over them, but it's going to be more as a build up to it. This tournament is just to get me back into the flow things of commentary, and hopefully I can balance out the order a little bit. The audio, I mean. Excuse me. I've been up for a while today. But yeah, let's see what you think. Any game suggestions, any match suggestions, any series suggestions, I'll take on board happily, I don't mind. Like, I'm just thankful to get back into the flow of YouTube. I used to make videos a lot, as you'll see, from ages ago. Been taking breaks quite consistently, which it's not necessarily what I want to be doing, but you know, it is what it is. It's, you know, but a lot of the people tell you, you know, work comes first. And like I said a few times already, this is just a hobby, which I do love doing. I love editing videos however I can with what I have. And yeah, just, yeah, honest thoughts. Just, I love doing this. Yeah. This game is rather fun to play, and if you've played the last game, you'll love this game. So, tell me what you think of this match. Tell me what you think of this Obafemi creation as well. And if I can find out who made it, I will put it in the description. But yeah, peace out. Enjoy this match.
On display. I love it.
Swagger? Really, Saxton? You know a number of people in the back just despise this superstar.
Well, the WWE Universe clearly disagrees with you, Corey.
Oh, and what else is new? A man who always considers himself main event material, an uncrowned champion. He wants to show exactly why here tonight.
And here we go in this tournament matchup. Who will move forward? Who will be erased off the bracket?
Tournaments have a tendency of surprise results, so we'll see if this match continues that pattern.
No, someone call a dentist.
And he's taking this to the outside now.
A ladder. Things are about to get high risk and very painful.
Returning to the ring now. He turns it around.
Loading up, full speed ahead.
A hip attack in the corner.
Just brutalizing their opponent with forearms to the side of the face.
Ooh. Oh, kick connects. Taking this to the floor. He gets back into the ring.
Look at him totally vibing with the WWE Universe right now.
Bang! He's feeling it. Got him in his sights.
Slips out of the way.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Limits are pushed in a TLC match. How do you prepare for that, Corey?
Well, it's all about perseverance here. Trying to avoid pain is futile. You have to push your own limits just as much as you push your opponent's.
Heads out, and he has all the time he wants.
Double arm lock. Yeah, double arm lock song. I've seen Saxton thrown out of a few local bars like that before.
Please don't remind me, Corey. Oof, point of the elbow counters that. Nice hip toss. Was definitely not thinking about finesse with that one. Was only thinking about dominance.
This match grinded him down a little. Counters. Power slam. Boom, a forearm smash. He's taking this to the floor now.
Oh, the table! Straight through the heart of the table.
We are through the looking glass now, people. Anything goes from here on out.
Vicious right forearm.
Up and...
Oh, knee right to the spine.
Oh.
And returning to the ring. Moves outside. What's the plan here? Boom! Put it in position now. What now? What now? Oh!
Up and...
Oh, knee right to the spine.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
And we know when he has a chair in hand, things get messy in a hurry.
He leaves the ring, and there's no countouts in this one.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow. He's absorbing some tough hits now.
Starting to feel the hurt here. This is where a good motor comes in handy during a tournament.
Forearm after forearm, vicious attack.
You can't get caught in a hailstorm like that if you want to win. Oh, driving the elbow.
What impact!
Right in the kisser.
Absolute precision in Mark Coffey's offense now.
Mark Coffey is just doing what he pleases.
Throwing back in under the ropes. That got turned around on Mark Coffey.
Ooh, jarring European uppercut.
Heading up, he's thinking big.
From the top, double axe handle.
Getting carried around, bad spot to be in.
Targeting the throat there.
Haymaker connects.
Watch your face. Inverted Alabama slam.
The end may be in sight for his opponent here.
These are dire straits for him. He needs to be extra cautious now.
What are they going to do here? Oh, look at the power. Look at the strength.
Big time powerbomb.
He has to capitalize now. Get to a ladder.
Getting that ladder set up nicely.
Right in the center of the ring, Michael.
Working his way up the ladder now.
This is a critical moment.
Literally cannot. Oh, no! You gotta be kidding me.
Right on target.
Taking a risk, and boy, did it pay off. Looking for more damage.
Uh-oh. Mark finding an opening.
Mark finding an answer to that onslaught.
Coffey trying to bring the fight back in this one.
Mark Coffey forging a path of destruction.
And he'll leave the ring for this next stretch.
And of course, kendo sticks are always under the ring in the event of any rogue ninja attacks.
Oh, man. Did you hear the snap of the kendo stick? We are witnessing a malicious string of attacks right now. Mark Coffey in control.
Coffey takes down his opponent, and there is crowning glory.
Heading up the ladder.
Climb. Go for it. Climb.
You never know. This could be it.
Oh!
Cole, I will be shocked if this doesn't end in a crash back down to the mat.
Me too.
Word of warning, don't look down.
Yeah, just keep holding on.
Have you ever seen such disdain from this superstar for the other?
This is so chaotic.
They've taken it
So
to
dangerous.
a new level here tonight.
Well, I don't think either one of these superstars will ever be the same after this match.
Textbook scoop slam.
Taking it outside the ring now. He returns to the ring. What a shot. Straight brutality coming right at you.
He must have seen that coming.
Oh!
Oh, man.
And he is daring his opponent to face him with the steel chair.
Oh, my God.
Ow! Just one right after the other. Can't be stopped.
And he has free reign to the outside with no countouts to worry about.
Getting back into the ring.
Oof, chuck that chair right at him.
Oh, weakening the leg here.
Absolute precision in Mark Coffey's offense now.
Yeah, Mark Coffey isn't giving any quarter.
Big knee to stop the maneuver.
But he still has more work to do to get this fully in his favor. Let him have this moment. He's earned it.
Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. Right to the face.
My God.
Taking this match off the mat now.
Blast off.
Elbow drop. Oh, strong impact. And he's He's just flaunting his skills now.
Just an onrush of offense here. And each of these lethal maneuvers have got to be taking a toll. These are the kind of attacks that completely throw off your equilibrium.
It's been a struggle for these competitors to find an end to this match.
But the struggle's worth it. With every move you make, you hear this capacity crowd following you on that journey.
Back elbow smash, nothing fancy.
And more hits up there can leave you dazed.
Oh my, what a splash! Boom, what a right. Gosh, that will get your attention. Out of the ring, what's his plan here?
Taking a big risk here by bringing the table into the action.
And now getting the ladder in place on the ring apron.
And don't sleep on how dangerous a spot that is for a ladder.
What a forearm.
Hope you boys put your running shoes on. It might be time to clear out.
He's got to be careful here.
This isn't going to end well for him, Michael.
Face first into the ladder.
He's back into the ring. Looks like he has something planned with his table, guys.
I don't want to know.
Back into the ring. Clothesline.
Mark Coffey, snapmare to his opponent.
Oh, the enziguri. Oh, float over Russian leg sweep.
And he keeps his focus on an attack to that area.
Mark Coffey rips over his opponent with a snapmare and
Drops the elbow.
doing what you've got to do to eliminate the competition.
But can they follow up on this momentum? Can they make the climb?
Setting it up. Boom!
Absolute precision in Mark Coffey's offense now.
Yeah, Mark Coffey isn't giving any quarter.
Heads out of the ring. What's next? And he goes into the ring.
Mark Coffey has him marked.
Mark Coffey rips over his opponent with a snapmare and... Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
I'm going to tap out here, but it ain't going to matter.
You still do a lot of damage, though.
He is in serious trouble here and finds his way out.
Up and down to the Alabama slam.
Through the table, a hellacious maneuver, driving him through the table.
Just goes to show you the amount of animosity that has flooded this matchup.
Not to jump in here, and you thought probably assumed that I was just going to be like not talking to the right near the end of this match. But this match goes on for a long time. Like I was watching it and I was like, are ladders and TLC matches usually this long? Because I don't feel like they are. Because these two just wouldn't stop. Like there was brawls on the outside. There was weapons used. Like I swear, usually on other games, on the past 2K games, they would usually go either a lot faster, more less fluent. But they were beating the hell out of each other. Like I was shocked. Like maybe it's to do with the sliders. Maybe it's to do with the updated things that they've changed here and there. The difficulty could be one. But I don't usually think you can have comebacks in TLC and ladder matches. Like, at least I didn't think you could. Although I'll be honest, I don't usually use comebacks very often because sometimes I press the button too quickly, which, you know, that is my own fault. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how this tournament has played out. Still not quite sure if I'm liking how ladder physics are. It'd be good if you could more easily position them. If you could use them. Maybe having ladder finishes in the game would be quite cool, like you can with table finishes in the corner. I'm going to try and experiment a little bit more with ladders so you can like put people through the announce table. I believe you can. I don't know how effective and useful it is. I believe some people have already seen that you can glitch through the crowd like you could on previous games. But I'm pretty sure from past wrestling games, if the person that's on the ladder is like a heavier person, the person that's trying to push the ladder, the person trying to push the ladder will have a harder time trying to do so. That's a good thing that they put that in, because in my opinion, it adds a bit more detail to it, has a bit more of a layer to it. I was quite surprised when they started adding the LED stuff on the ring and on the barricades, because the little gripe I've got here though is that you can't do the LED barricades, as far as I'm aware, on custom arenas. I don't think it'll be something to be patched in, at least in my mind anyway. So hopefully that's like a little thing they could add into the next game. But yeah, there is certain things, little things you wouldn't think that you'd miss, like the OMG moves. I used to love doing those. I suppose you could say they swapped them out over time into these super finishes, like I mentioned before. Now, I don't know how often that AI will do them if you don't have them automatically have free finishes. But if you give them free finishes, as far as I'm aware, that'll be one of the first finishes they'll go to do. Which is a nice touch. I don't know if that's slider related, difficulty related, or just if you've actually got one assigned. But I do like the fact that the AI do varied moves. They won't always just do the same thing, because when they do, it's like I'm playing a wrestling game online, and it's an online opponent that I'm fighting against, not an AI. You know, it's like, this is what I signed up for. but yeah, thankfully, it seems the AI in some ways, for better or worse, is changing. I do think one of the things they're going to have to change at some point over time may have to be the crowd. I will say, here's one thing, the blood physics. No, I think the blood physics have got even better. I think it depends on maybe either the wrestler you're playing as or playing against, and there's like different stages to it. How quickly it disappears and pours down them, and then even leaves marks around the arena, which is a nice touch. And I believe if it does disappear from there, it takes a while for it to disappear, which makes sense to make it realistic. But the announcers that interact and don't always repeat the lines as much. Going back to the announcers though, the commentary team, this is just my gripe with it, but I would like the commentary team to be more up to date, like be more commentary teams from the actual products. Like, I feel they should start doing that. I don't think Barry Saxton's done a commentary regular thing for a long time. He does like other stuff. Like, he does stuff on the media thing after pay-per-views, or PLEs as they're now called. They should get like Wade Barrett, they should get like other people that are on commentary teams to do it. Even if they only have 2 people and they did it across shows, I'm sure they do this to keep it nice and central and to give Byron Saxton something else extra to do, and he's also in the game as well. But I like the touch that he was actually in the My Rise and him and Kayla Braxton like interacted on the bump, so that's a nice touch. I might actually do a little summary / review of the My Rise without spoiling too much if I do a non-spoiler version. But it will be more interesting if I do a spoiler version rather than do separate versions. So I might do one whole video, and then towards the end I'll do the spoiler stuff. So then, when I get to spoiler territory, I will say. So if you don't want to be spoiled, you can just leave, which is fair enough. I mean, I'm very on the fence when it comes to spoilers. I'm like, well, it's nice to know, but at the same time, we were to experience it fully, without any sort of, oh, I know what's happening, or I don't know what's happening sort of scenario. But as you've seen in this match, sometimes when the combatants, the wrestlers, to use a more regular phrase, are fighting and they actually end up colliding onto weapons after like a powerbomb's been used, for example, sometimes it is kind of cool. Compared to some of the other games in the series where they sometimes just glitch out like uncontrollably for like next to no reason. But yeah, sometimes in these sort of commentary videos in the Project DIJAK series that I'm doing, like I've mentioned before, I'll probably will go on a little rant or a little fan rave over certain bits in this game. I'll try not to at times, but I really enjoy just going off the cuff and not think about it too much. But yeah, if you had to say honestly, how do you think this first video's gone in terms of commentary? I'm trying to get my confidence up a bit more. I might even do a little script so that I can just read off my notes. But yeah, here's my thoughts. I'm loving the idea of this so far. I just thought, who would I like to play as if I did do this series? I thought DIJAK was pretty cool. He's got a pretty diverse moveset, and his look is absolutely awesome. But yeah, like I've already said, what would you like to see me do next? More 2K? Perhaps in my gym with a friend? A universe mode? Perhaps I could show you what I usually go for when I'm making my wrestlers. You know, maybe those sliders I mentioned earlier might come in a little short later on. Who's to say? But anyway, guys, I have been Ryan Iconic Shadows, trying to build my confidence back up again. Trying to do this outro as I used to do. You can catch me on X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Iconic Shadows. You can catch me on here, Iconic Shadows, Twitch, at Iconic Shadows. And I do hope that you have enjoyed this. And if you have, drop me a like. If you haven't, drop me a dislike. And if you've got any criticism, leave it down in the comment section below, because I love to improve on my content, and I'm sure you'd love to see improvements in the content. But anyway, have a great day, have a great week, peace out.